You can't end a game that way. I go, was it a penalty? Well, they didn't call the penalty early. So my analogy is, you speed 91 miles an hour 7 times and you don't get caught. A cop happens to be sitting on the side of the road and sees you doing 91 miles an hour, and he tickets you.
But that's so dumb. I mean, it happens all the time in sports. Then the Chiefs' first time in the getting ready to go Super Bowl, they're playing Tom Brady. D Ford jumps offside. Tom Brady scores. He goes overtime, gets the ball. He scores. The Chiefs never get the ball back. Nobody complains. Nobody says, "Oh my gosh, you can't end the game on a penalty. That's so ridiculous." Basketball happens all the time. Guy goes up for a layup. He gets fouled. He shoots 2. They win. And it's all great. But all of a sudden, your team doesn't lose, and it's like it ruined the game. It was a phenomenal game, and it was a penalty.
It was a phenomenal game, and what I said was, if you're going to blame that call on the Eagles losing, how about the fumble return for a touchdown, the 95-yard punt return down to the 5, and those 2 plays that were the exact same plays, only on each side for touchdowns.
How about how you forget to stop playing defense in the second half?
Right.
And he scores every drive that he has. There's so many things, and I love
many variables.
what the Eagles players did. They went up there, they said, we're not blaming the refs.
Yep.
The game is there's a lot of things that happen in the course of the game. Bradbury goes up there, and people are like, oh, he took the high road. No, he said, I caused a penalty. I was hoping it wouldn't get called, and it got called. If I get a holding penalty and we get out of field goal range, and now we miss a field goal, do I say, oh, you can't call that at the end of the game? No, it's ridiculous. It was a penalty, and it should get called. And the ref did his job.
And let's just go ahead and give Caleb his flowers that Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT.
I've been saying
this guy on one leg.
All right, he's not the GOAT. He's
is-
on his way. See, he's
on-
kissing your butt.
No,
this
I,
is
I
true.
because
He's
I
not
saw
the
it.
GOAT.
I saw it
Okay,
live.
hold on.
You didn't see it live.
on TV?
I've been beat for almost 2 years. For almost 2 years now on this show, right? Since over a year ago. When I got here, I said, this is the best football player I've ever seen.
I
And
agree.
all he keeps doing is delivering and making it happen.
I agree.
And doing it every single time. And I'm not going to call him the GOAT yet, but I won't.
I just said that.
I won't.
Right.
But I will say he's the best football player I've ever seen play football.
And he's the best football player right now.
Okay. And as far as the start of a career, nobody has had a better start to their career.
Agreed.
Ever.
Agreed.
And I don't think he needs 7 rings to be called the GOAT.
I agree with you.
Okay.
No, I agree with you.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying all that. I just don't think, now, I happen to watch, I don't know why, the 4-letter network, and whoever it was listed the top 5 quarterbacks of all time. And he had Mahomes as 3.
Oh, yeah, easily.
And the former Jets GM's like, I wouldn't put him there yet. He's on his way.
In what metric could he not be there already? The yards, he's number 1 in every stat you can think of.
It's
2
And
MVPs.
I would put him up there with Elway as far as grit and just toughness and like determination. Like
I
the
mean, I
guy
guess.
single-handedly on one leg ran, sealed the Bengals game, then did it in the Super Bowl. I mean, this guy's
2 Super Bowl
unbelievable.
MVPs, 2 regular season MVPs,
No.
2 passing titles. It's 2 Super Bowls, 3 appearances, 5 straight championship games. Like you can't even how you call it. It's ridiculous.
And when he had the Sweet 16 party, it's going to be amazing.
Sweet 16.
Because he's so young. He did all that before he was
27.
16.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
crazy.
it's
It
crazy
is
at that
amazing.
age.
He's definitely there. He's definitely in the conversation.
Yeah.
And if that's what he's done in the first 5 years,
Yeah. Can you imagine?
can you imagine?
And the beautiful thing about him is the way he's structured his contract is team friendly. Chris Jones decides on a long-term deal. Leonard Clark has a few more years. Kelsey's there. Their center is a stud, all-pro guy. He's a rookie. Left tackle's on a long-term deal. And they have draft capital, 2 first-round picks from Tyreek Hill to only make the team better.
I love what the Kelsey brothers did.
Oh, they're awesome.
Now, which do you know about? Do you know about the pregame or the postgame?
I know the post-game and then their podcast afterwards.
Okay, see, I don't listen to that stuff, but what I was told is brothers got together after. Older brother said, F you. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now, granted, it's brothers, and they're going to...
100%.
And I get it 100%. F you. We didn't win. You did. But I'm
Yeah.
happy you won because we didn't. It was a great game to watch.
It was.
I truly enjoyed it. I didn't care either way, so the penalty didn't bother me either way. But a penalty's a penalty.
Yeah.
And he admitted it was a penalty. It did change the way he was running. I mean, it did. If you grab somebody's shirt, it's going to change.
And on that, what people don't realize, those first 2 plays, the last 2 touchdowns they got, when it was the same concept,
Right.
inside pivot,
Right.
outside release, and they messed up on it twice.
Right.
So the 3rd time, you're like, I'm not going to get beat on that again. And then Pat Mahomes throws it over there because as soon as he throws it, he points like, hey, that's a hold. So everybody knew it was a hold,
Right.
right? But fans want to see oh, you know, and it's just, hey, that's sports, man. You don't always get the fairest landing.
Now, I think that Bradbury saved the city of Philadelphia from burning it down. Because by him saying it was a hold, they
Yes.
can't complain that it
But
wasn't a
people
hold.
still did.
Well, I know. That's Philly.
You know the funny thing, and we talk about officials all the time. The funny thing is, it's like damn if you do, damn if you
Right.
don't. If you don't call it, you know, it's like all
Right.
the officials suck. You do call it, it's like, why would you call it
They
this
still suck.
situation?
Right.
And I'm just like, dude, like, hey, you can't win. You can't win.
Let me tell you about the city of Philadelphia. So I'm stationed there early 80s. I'm coaching a little league team
Yeah.
while I'm in the military. And a couple of the 12-year-olds called me up after the 76ers won the NBA title. And they said, Coach, you going to come with us? I go where? Oh, we're going to go in the streets and flip cars. 12-year-olds. I'm like, what?
Funny story on that note. So there was a basketball player, no, not much time, but there was a basketball player playing in Philly after the Philly lost that game. He asked Joel Embiid, the center. I forget what team they're playing, but he's recording outside his window like at 2 a.m. He goes, guys, I know you lost, but come on, I need to get some sleep. I got Joel Embiid tomorrow. It's gonna be a long day for me. Can y'all go home?
When the Bucks went up to beat the Eagles to go to the Super Bowl, they found out where the hotel was, and the fans banged on drums and did all that stuff all night long.
Yeah.
All night long, just obviously to affect the team. All right, let's go hit our first break. When we come back, we're going to head out to Las Vegas via the phone lines and kick off this weekend's UFC. We still have to talk about last weekend's UFC.
Yep.
And we'll find time to do that. But when we return, guest number one, Nazim Sadikov, who will be fighting this weekend. I think it's at the Apex, right? Yeah, it's at the Apex. This is Knockout Radio, brought to you by 8 Man Strong and Staff Zone.